What is up, my YouTube family? We're back again with another one. Welcome back to Roundtable Podcast number 49. Guys, I was looking over some stuff about Tony Dodge. I was doing some research about Kiley Rodni. You know, I actually made a couple of videos about her, but I continued to make videos because it is very weird how this case ended up. We all know that. But Tony Dodge has done this backwards. I was watching this video and I was looking at dates. I was listening to what he had to say, and everything is done backwards. So I'm here to prove to you how much of an idiot this guy is. For one thing, he claims he doesn't know about it, but he does everything backwards. Anyways, guys, we're going to get right into this. Love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about this. We're going to pause through it. After that, we're going to pause and talk a little bit more about it. But anyways, guys, let's see what Tony Dodge has to say.
Prosser Lake. Is that this came out today, just a little bit ago. It says after being missing for more than 2 weeks, 16-year-old Kiley Rodni was found dead Sunday in Prosser Lake by an independent group of searchers known as Adventures with Purpose. Great job, Adventures with Purpose, but boy, what a sad ending nonetheless.
And it is a great job by Adventures with Purpose. They're getting so much flack because, you know, people saying that they didn't finish the process. Well, they couldn't finish the process. The cops, they found the car, and then the cops wanted to retrieve the car and her body. I was watching last night on a show that they was talking about steps, how they do to actually what they have to do to the car and to the body as well. And it was ridiculous. They said they have to take picture after picture after picture of every step of this car until they get the car someplace. And if they have a tent, they can remove the body inside the tent. So with this being said, this is August 21st, the same date that he recorded this video. Now, I want you guys to pay attention of how much backwards he does everything through this video. Everything he does is backwards. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
According to the Adventures with Purpose Facebook page, which was later shared with Find Kiley Facebook page, Rodney's car was found upside down in 14 feet of water with her body inside. Law enforcement, including the Placer County Sheriff's Office, which led the investigation, has made no public statement. Rodney was last seen on August 6, 2022, near the Prosser family campground in Truckee around 12:30 a.m. She was reportedly at a party where more than 100 minors and young adults were in attendance. Fox 40 News accompanied Adventures with Purpose all day on Saturday as they scoured looking for Rodney.
How do we, this is what I'm not understanding about this whole thing. How do we have so many FBI, dogs, we have cops, we have helicopters, we have drones, we have all this stuff, and not one person found Kiley Rodni's car upside down in 14 feet of water? But AWP comes in and finds her within 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. And another thing I don't understand, how are we going to have 100 to 200 to 300 people? News articles say different things. One says 100, then you go to 200 to 300. We have that many people, but no trash was found anywhere that we know about. You know, if we have 200 to 300 kids partying, there's going to be trash on the ground. There's going to be beer cans on the ground. They're not going to pick up all their stuff. Then they said they left in a hurry to leave. So where's all the trash at? Did the people that cleans up the grounds not find this stuff? If they did, why aren't we asking them how much trash was on the spot where these kids was at? What did you guys find? What did you guys pick up? Was there beer cans? Was there wrappers? Was there blunt papers? Whatever they want, why aren't we asking them this stuff? It makes absolutely no sense to me. But yet they found their car in 20 to 30 minutes, AWP does. Whenever they found her with the same equipment as a sonar. That's what they found her with. It bounced off of it and it said that there was something down there, so they went down there to look. So you're telling me that the cops had no idea that this car was down there? And then they called the area clear. That makes absolutely no sense that we found her whenever the whole point was all these FBI agents, cops, and all this other stuff could not locate her with their equipment. Then what are they spending money on? If that's the case, what are they spending money on at this point? It makes absolutely no sense. And I said this since the beginning of this case. But now we have Tony Dodge back up the bat, and he's sitting here and he does everything ass backwards. Why is he doing it backwards for? This absolutely shows you that this dude is a complete nut job. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Or her car. On Sunday, Adventures with Purpose began searching Prosser Lake. Adventures with Purpose travel around the country, helping solve cold cases for family members of loved ones who have been missing. On August 7th, 2022, the Placer County Sheriff's Office told Fox 40 that they were treating her disappearance as a possible abduction since her car, a 2013 silver Honda CRV, was also missing. In a press conference, August 9th, 2022, authorities said Rodni's phone was last pinged at 33 minutes after midnight. They also added she was seen at a store on Friday on August 5th, 2022, around 6 p.m. Based on surveillance footage at the store, over 14 agencies, including the California Highway Patrol, FBI, Homeland Security, Truckee Police Department, and the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, joined the Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office to help locate Rodni. Agencies used helicopter aerial searches along with motorcycles, ATVs, K9s, and even boats, which searched nearby bodies of water. Over 100 volunteers also joined the search to find her. A $50,000 reward was offered for any information that leads to finding Rodni. Family, friends, and local businesses also all donated to a GoFundMe account to increase the size of the reward.
Now, I mind you, Xana May said there was 200 to 300 volunteers there to find Kiley Rodni. So we have a news article saying that there was 100 people there now, okay, searching for her. But then we go on and we have Xana May say there was 200 to 300 people. How many people did they say that was at that party? 200 to 300 people. So we have 3 different things being said now. But that's not it. It keeps going. We have all this FBI agents and everything else, drones, helicopters, looking for her. So why wasn't the helicopter able to see the car 14 foot down? But if the car's setting like this, then how tall is it from the top of the water to the back of the CRV? Get what I'm saying? What is that, like a 6 foot difference? That's what it would be. At that point would be about 6 foot. So mean to tell me the helicopter above couldn't see the rear end of that car sitting in that water? When the car's setting like this, if you have 14 foot, say the car's at least, 6, 7 foot in length. So that gives about a 6 foot difference of the car. We can't see the rear end of a silver CRV in the car, in the water. That's absurd to me. So anyways, we're going to continue because he does this backwards and it's really weird how he does it. It's just really weird. Wouldn't someone start from the beginning and go to the end instead of flipping all around? Because now this goes to show you that this dude does not care about what he's doing. He's here for the super chats. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
It's a sad ending. It's a sad ending. It's a very sad ending, but what can you say? At least there's closure. At least this brings some closure. Yeah. Wowersism says, yeah, I was pulling for her. It breaks my heart.
Anyways,
let's put that.
So we're going to skip along a little bit here because I don't want to make this video too long. But anyways, we're going to skip along. Now he looks at the campground, okay? Mind you, everything is done backwards that he is doing in this video. Now, am I saying that he was involved in all this? No, I'm not saying anything like that. But what I am pointing out is how stupid somebody covering this little girl's missing and she was found, and I'm pointing out why she wasn't found and how come she wasn't found. There's no excuse why this girl was not found before she was. Whenever we had all the equipment in the world to find this little girl. And they couldn't. They had to have AWP to come in, and they didn't even want them to come in. They had to have AWP come in and find this little girl. But my whole question about this thing, what about the trash? Why didn't they ask the people that cleans this place up what kind of trash was found at that spot? Because you know as well as I do, like I said before in my video, 200 to 300 people, kids, there's going to be trash. So why wasn't that questioned? There's a lot of stuff around this case that makes absolutely no sense. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
That picture up. See if we can get that picture up. See if we can get this picture to come up here. Okay, so this is 2016, where a guy by the name of Zachary Wilkes rode down an embankment, went down a cliff. Vehicle comes to a rest upside down, wheels up in the air, and you can see how difficult it would be to find that vehicle. And you see there, you can barely see the tire. Now, just imagine it being underwater. If it was underwater, how much more difficult it would be to see that vehicle.
It wouldn't be difficult at all. And it wasn't difficult. If they would have looked the right way and used the right equipment to find this little girl. That's all that would have took. Nobody in the right mind is believing that the cops seriously used all the stuff they have, equipment, brains, everything to find this little girl. It didn't happen. Because if they would have, this little girl would have been found before she was found. That's all there is to this case. And now it's been almost a month, and we have no autopsy. We have nothing back on her. Didn't you have people find her laptop in the water? Her bag in the water? What happened to her stuff? I understand when the car sinks, the windows are open, you know, stuff floats out. But you mean to tell me that a laptop is floating out of this car? It's not happening. So I could understand the book bag and stuff, but a laptop is not coming out of this car. So people's like, well, when they flipped it over, you know, the stuff wasn't retrieved. Well, why wasn't it retrieved? You have a dive team going down to find this car. They found it. You have cops, you have FBI, you have helicopters, you have drones, but you cannot find this laptop and her book bag and some other stuff that was in her car. There's no current that goes through this water. I understand when the car is going down, the windows are open and water rushes in. But they found the laptops. Check TV found the laptop. Check It TV. It wasn't in her car. It was buried on the edge underneath the bottom of this reservoir. So there's no current at this point in time. So that goes to tell me when they flipped this car over, they didn't see a laptop floating out. They didn't see a book bag floating out. You see where I'm getting at here? This whole thing is ridiculous. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Appreciate everybody being here. If you're just jumping in, we're talking about Adventures with Purpose, finding missing Kiley Rodni. According to that article, they're saying I'm gonna take a look one more time.
So in this right article, it's dated something totally different,
Prosser Lake. Body of Kiley Rodni found. Car found. Okay, guys, they're saying right here the car was found.
So now he acts like that this is all new to him. Now he sees the new article that's from a different date. So everything that this guy did in his video is backwards. So why is it backwards for? It just shows you that people covering this case, like Tony Dodge, does not give a damn about this little girl. He's just worried about super chats. That's all he's worried about at this purpose. That's it. Anyways, guys, let's go on to see what he has to say.
Upside down in 14 feet of water right here. And her body was inside the car. So they're saying she was inside the car. Yeah, I mean, so there, it's a sad story. It's a sad day, but Adventures with Purpose was out there. The information I got was that it was only about 200 feet or so, or 200 yards maybe from the campsite that she was at the party. So this is according to the news site. But let's go ahead and take a look at that area just one more time. I want to take a look at that and show the audience where, according to that news article, where she would have been found. It would have been at that.
Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop the video right here because none of this makes sense. Okay? We have Tony Dodge covering this whole case, and it's all backwards of what he did. From start to finish, it's all backwards. Kiley Rodni, I read articles that Kiley Rodni knew this spot where she went. Now, we have no autopsies reports. We have no anything about her, and it's almost been a month. You have AWP coming in and finding this car within 20 to 30 minutes. Do you really think the cops and everybody searched that area with all their equipment that they have? You mean to tell me a helicopter flying over or even drones flying over in 14 foot of water when the car's setting like this and the rear end sticking up supposedly, and there's only about a 6 foot difference through the water, they can't see the back of the CRV? You mean to tell me the people walking around in boats, magnet fishing, and all this other stuff can't find the CRV? You mean to tell me that the trash that was not found, that they didn't even ask the groundskeepers whether it was found and what they found, was never even asked about? You mean to tell me that people searched for this girl in this car and never found her, but AWP comes in with sonar and finds this little girl within 20 to 30 minutes when the police doesn't even want them there in the first place? They called the spot clear. And then the weirdest thing about it is they wouldn't let AWP go ahead and finish this up with the police present and everybody else present. Just doesn't make sense to me, guys. It just doesn't. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Anyways, I'm going to jump off of here, guys. Salute the Creek Squad, guys. YouTube family, your boy Deuce is out. I love you guys. Have a good one.